So this is game 59. Game 59. And I know that it sounds absurd, but the thing is that we have seen a kind of very human behavior from the side of these engines. Because if you have paid attention, game 57 was won by Cyclone after a very hard fight that destroyed psychologically Fairy Stockfish. Game 58 was lost by Fairy Stockfish 4 times. Totally absurd. But game 59 will be again a very long game, this time won by Fairy Stockfish. So let's go forward and start to see this incredible game, which is very long, but Fairy Stockfish win and changes the result in a sense of a match, because it doesn't give up, right? This is a very interesting move in a sense, because when you put the rook or the chariot on the river, and then it's like losing a tempo. So this guy put the cannon on the side. What do? It seems Cyclone decided to take. Because now another tempo will have to be used for this knight in b10 to return to c8. And the center is weak. But going back with the knight has done one thing for black. It has opened the rank for the cannon a8, which can return in the center. Now, I don't know if it will return in the center, but generally I think I like it. Now let's see how we continue. This is also interesting, because keeping the cannon on a8 means that black is still pressing on a4, so in a sense it's pinning the knight on c3 to defend the pawn on a4. And now red is opening the file for the rook I1. Very interesting. I don't understand why, because I'm sorry, that horse attacking e7 seems a little more important than the other one on the cannon on h8. Boo. And this is also interesting, because practically the I file it's protected by the elephant on g1, so they can double the rook, but he can also double in the center. Notice I'm commenting these games while watching them, so interesting. He put there the thing. Why? He's trying then to push the pawn on e4. No, it's going on there. So this is interesting. Maybe he's trying at this point to create an attack on red right side. Not really. But I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm sorry, but these cannons on the I file, it doesn't make much sense, right? What are they doing? And then you exchange the rook, that is a very powerful piece that you need for the attack. I don't know. Well. However, This is a kind of very interesting endgame because imagine now we can see two horses against two cannons practically, how they fare. And obviously here black couldn't take the pawn e5 because there was a cannon on cannon G on the G file to G10 checkmate. Now why this is not a checkmate if he plays cannon G on the G file to G10? Because the horse can take the cannon on I10. And now there is still the threat of a checkmate. And once more, black tries to threaten the cannon that is doing the mounting to shoot at the enemy general. Practically the sniper. Okay. And now let's see what's going on here. He blocked the G file with this horse. And now he threatens a check on C9. Now red could, if it was obviously against a human, red could play cannon G on F3, and then there is a checkmate on C9, but I doubt that with a computer is that easy. Yeah. As we can see, Fairy Stockfish blocks everything. Well, this kind of endgame, in my opinion, is very, very interesting. It also teaches a lot. Wow, now he's trying to trade, to threaten the horse for the pawn. Now I go a little faster because I think at this point the checkmate, not a checkmate, the result of the game is already a draw. I don't think you can really surprise any of the two engines with something strange. But obviously I know that the result of this game wasn't a draw, it was a win for black, if I'm right. Let me check. I'm in the car. Let's see, game 59. Yes, it seems that white resigned. First time that I saw an engine to resign. They never resign. They generally want to get checkmated. That's funny. So red lost. Interesting. Now obviously there is a threat of checkmate on a2, which is top. Wow. It's nice how something can be blocked by the enemy general. Oh, check. And now, interesting. Let's see. He played this, trying to sacrifice the cannon for the pawn. Because probably he knows that if black sack the pawn, then there is no possibilities to win. Obviously, Fairy Stockfish doesn't fall for it, and is trying to give a kind of checkmate. And now he's going to attack her advisor. Attack, attack, attack. Oh, wow. I didn't see this. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Now there is a cannon checkmate, a possible cannon checkmate if one make a mistake. Now there is a black chance to checkmate. And here the game is over practically. And it seems at this point red resign. So this was game 59 of a bullet match where Cyclone was red and Fairy Stockfish was black.